So after rinsing the wheatgrass sprouts for a few days, this is what you get. They sprouted really nicely, just wheatgrass seeds. I've been rinsing them once a day with keeping a lid on top, and now I'm going to spread them over and put my cardboard. That's about the hardest part about growing your own wheatgrass. Okay, just like that. Now I'm going to give it some water. A bit more. I'm going to give the cardboard. I'm going to put another tray on top of it, and that is that, and I rinse it tomorrow. So here we are in the following day, and we're going to see how is our wheatgrass doing. This is day 4. You see, that's perfect. So at this point I'm going to spread it out, and I'm going to let it go green, and then I'll do another recording this afternoon just to show you what happened in just a few hours. So it's all white, it's pressed down, but it's really ready for that weight to come off, especially the guys at the bottom. They're very compressed now. So we just spread them out, take the cardboard off, store cardboard for ease of convenience. This guy is done, he's ready, we've chopped him. He was just acting as a weight, but what I do with these is I turn them upside down, wait for all the roots to die and rot, and then I've got fresh soil to reuse again. So it's a continuous cycle. So here we go. Got six trays of wheatgrass ready to go for a week at least. So yeah, now I'm going to get the process of soaking the next batch and carry on. And of course, most important part, you've got to cover it with shade cloth. The birds are going to love this. Young little shoots, the birds are going to devour all these trays within a day. So just a thin strip of shade net will save all of your wheatgrass. So here we have a couple of days later, we have some grown wheatgrass. It reaches about this height. So if you keep it going and you do this every week, just to soak them and spread them, and the process, it doesn't take long at all. Maybe 2 minutes, 5 minutes on the first day, and maybe 1 minute just to water it daily. You can have this long wheatgrass every single day. Just to show you, it's quite healthy, it's growing right to the edges, and because I'm using these thick trays, the roots can spread out and the wheatgrass can grow nice and tall. It does get to a certain point where it starts falling over. That means you're not using it quick enough. And I'm going to show you now how the whole process starts. Unfortunately, I ran out of wheatgrass seeds, so I'm going to show you with some sunflower seeds. Then I use my cardboard, and then I put another tray on top. And because they have already germinated, so I do that, I keep that for about 2-3 days until you'll see that they start wanting to come up. I almost start to push this container upwards. Then you take it off in 3 days time, and then you start with that process that I showed you earlier in the video. But in essence, you put your shade cloth on so the birds don't eat them, because they'll love that. And the sunflower seeds, without any soil on top, they'll actually, by doing this, you push the roots, you force the roots to go down, and then once the roots are rooted, you're able to take this off after about 2-3 days, and you'll have little shoots that will be coming up. So this much in a 1 liter bucket is perfect, because when you soak water into them, they'll swell up and then they'll almost start to overflow. So let's say, there. So that's what I'm going to do with sunflower seeds, and I think this will do about 3-4 trays. Yeah. So you soak them in these, you keep them in water for 8 hours. And then after that you put it into the pasta dish, and then you strain it once a day. Nice and simple. Same for sunflower seeds, and same for wheatgrass, for wheat kernels. Same process. but this stuff grows a lot quicker. I think in 5 days you'll be able to eat. Nice salad made from these guys, and it's extremely tasty, way more tastier than lettuce, and got a lot more nutrients. Could also add a bit of, just a little sprinkle of Himalayan crystal salt or Kalahari crystal salt into the water, just a little sprinkle, and stir it around in your watering can, and because that will give you good minerals, and the sunflower and wheatgrass or wherever you're growing will uptake those minerals through the roots and will give you those minerals back in the form of health and nutrition. So here I have soaked the wheatgrass, well, I've just poured the water and I see they're all coming up. So I'm just going to take a empty pot plant or empty pot, just give them a good, and just to push down, keep them inside the water, otherwise the top guys will stay wet. Just something I figured out quickly. Okay, I hope that serves you well. Hi, so it has been 2 weeks since I've started recording, planted out the wheatgrass, so it's pretty ready. It could still go a little bit, but we're already trimming it, as you can see. We've been chomping on this and making some good juice. But what I wanted to show you is the sunflower sprouts. Now I'll get the camera closer in, but in essence, here we go. They're starting to give roots. They came out of the shells, and so they're making really nice long roots. And you know, if I just clean it up a bit, I could snap it off if I want, but that guy, there's the 2 leaves coming out already. There they are. The seed is actually split into 2, and that is the beginning of the leaf. 2 leaves, 2 first leaves. Oh, so tasty. Wow. So tasty. So there's the seed here. Yeah. It's really tasty. It tastes like 100 times better than straightforward sunflower seeds, juicy. And I think it's got about 4,000 times more nutrients than having a seed from the shell versus letting it sprout a bit. Especially if your water was that's got a little bit of Himalayan crystal salt or Kalahari crystal salt, or some good mineral salt. If your watering was that water, or just adding a little bit of that in the water, you're getting those nutrients in. So as you can see, I mean, the temperature this morning was 0 degrees here in Joburg, and phenomenal. The grass is taking it. Last week it was -5, -6. The wheatgrass is still growing, so it's the staple food. And I know this, you know, you can't really eat this. Well, you can, and my friend Antonio Lopez does exactly that. But you can juice this and get those minerals and nutrients into your body all year round. But these guys, and I'll show you some pictures, within I think 3-4 days from now on, are going to be this high, and I can just trim them up. I don't let them go much longer than that, because when they get to this high they become bitter and you chuck the whole tray into compost. But from now on until they are yay big, you could just put them in salads, and they are 1,000 times more nutritious than lettuce, and probably about, well, it tastes dependent, you know, everybody's different, but they're way more tastier than lettuce. They've got so much that nutty flavor of sunflowers seeds. They've got the shoots will carry that flavor a lot stronger. So great filler for the salad, and ridiculously cheap to grow. I mean, this bag, where's the bag? As I said, this bag is in US dollars, is $2. It's full. It'll last you 6 months of growing, at eating a tray a day. Maybe if you're having a whole tray a day, it'll last you 3 months. But it's like it's insanely cheap, and no, you can't live on it, but you could definitely add this as a substantial additive to your salads and your nutrient intake. So it's been 2 weeks since I planted the wheatgrass, and it is really ready. You can't get more ready than this. So nice and long, healthy, strong. I've been watering it once a day, standing about half day in the sun, half day in the shade. It's really great. It's been giving us good juice. You can see we've been chomping here quite a bit. In fact, this is the last tray that's left, because we use about one tray every 2 days. And so ideally you should be doing this exercise every 2 weeks, and then you'll have a consistent flow. So it really didn't take a lot of time. As I said, a soak, spread the seeds, put the cardboard and water it once a day, and then take the cardboard off, keep it under shade cloth, and then when it gets big enough and the birds stop chowing it, and you know, you could have a good time eating it yourself. But what I really want to show you is the wheatgrass seeds that I've planted only 5 days ago. Here they are. The seeds are still here. Now you just shake them off, and this is ready for eating. So you don't have to eat the roots, obviously. Wow, sweet. The taste is about 500 times better than lettuce. Oh, they're really tasty. There we go. That's what they look like. Just fantastic little salad. So you just bring scissors. In fact, I've got my scissors nearby. You just trim them up, and you got a really good crop. In fact, I'm gonna munch the whole lot. Fantastic. So now I'll keep these under. They're so tasty that I'd leave them under the shade cloth for birds, not to eat them, because they're really good. And yeah, and as I said, these guys you put upside down in your little nursery space behind the house, and then they turn to soil that you refill into your fresh containers. And just keep the ball rolling. And here's some micronutrients combined with some sprouts that you can do in your kitchen, and you've got a little garden of nourishment that you can feed yourself on a daily basis. Not having much space, can be done on a windowsill. So here's a food grower. It's growing me about 60 different herbs on less than a square meter. I throw my kitchen waste in here with any garden compost. What do we have? I've got earthworms munching on my compost. And so the earthworms are pooping all over the drum and growing me some flowers. It irrigates itself from grey water, and throughout winters growing me edible flowers and all my herbs. I haven't put too much vegetables. A bit of tsatsoi. Fantastic. Edible flowers, for the life of me I can't remember, but they're great. Fantastic. And pansies, that's what they are, they're pansies. And nasturtiums, which you can eat leaf and flower. It's quite mustardy. Mint, rocket, parsley, rosemary. I think I've got 5 types of mint, coriander. Fantastic, and really abundant, and just pumping and full of growth. Lovely little unit. My colleague Roger made one for his home. 250 Rand, $12–13, and produces you food all year round. So there are simple solutions out there, but I would like you to scroll below and leave a comment as to what is your biggest challenge with starting to grow your own food and catching your own water and getting slowly off the grid. What is the one biggest challenge you have in growing your food and catching your water, cleaning your water, drinking your own caught water, and getting yourself off the grid? Scroll below and leave a comment. I'd love to know what you're thinking, so I can shoot some more videos to share this information with you. I look forward to your response.